Welcome back, everybody. I'm continuing with the collection videos today. We're going to switch gears from handguns now to long guns, namely World War II, World War I, even some pre-war guns. But today these are Mosin Nagants. These are request videos that I'm doing to show how the collection has changed from one of the very first videos I did. I'm wearing gloves today, so you don't have to look at my dirty fingernails, and also these are kind of oily gloves, so it saves me from having to re-oil the guns when I put them back in their safes. But my gun rack, little homemade gun rack, just holds 6 firearms, so that was perfect for my Mosin collection. You'll see there's not a sniper there anymore because I sold that. But I'll just grab each of these. This is a good representation of Mosin Nagants, and I've done several videos on Mosin Nagants because they're so collectible, so easy to get your hands on. Coming a little more scarce these days, a little more expensive. Some of these I only paid like $90 for. Some of them are getting quite expensive now, especially the Finnish variants. But I've got my little notepad here so I don't mess up on the dates on them. The first one I'll pull out, we'll just start with the oldest one here, is a 1929 Tula 9130. I'll grab it. I'll just let me flip my lens around here. We'll just take a quick look. Outside here, snow is predicted for later on today, believe it or not. It's the middle of June, and you can see flowers blooming. But so give you a close-up of the receiver markings. We'll just do a quick run by. This is a pretty blonde colored gun. The light colored slings, an original sling on it. It's not counterboard. It's a really good shooter. And I'll just do a quick pass up and down each side. On each of the guns so you can see what they look like. We won't get too carried away. Fairly nice blonde color. Excellent finish. All shellac finished, as you can see. And the next one we'll pull out is the Izhevsk. Not sure I pronounced that right, as always. This one's 1942 dated. And we'll just do a quick look at some of the markings that are present on this one also. Probably a later, might even be aftermarket sling. You can see fairly new, might be one of the re-arsenal type slings you'll get. Show you the markings on it real quick. Typical 1942 gun. This one is counterboard. Have matching bayonet with it. Have bayonets for all of these except for one, and you'll understand that. This one, as I said, is counterboard, about 1 inch, but out of all the Mosin Nagants I got, this is one of the most accurate. So don't be afraid of a counterboard gun. As I said, this will outshoot anything I've got except for my M39, which is its equal as far as accuracy goes. Alright. Next one we'll pull out here, M44. Dated 1944. Give you a close-up of that real quick. Trying to keep this video fairly short. Some of the markings present on it. Re-arsenals, of course. It's been refinished probably more than once in its life. I keep them in the condition that I receive them in, and I'm very picky about when I buy them. You can see the attached bayonet, typical of the M44. I only keep the nicest ones in the collection usually. As you can see, the finish on these is all superb. Point out this sling. I believe this is called the M38 sling. It's a little different than your typical Mosin Nagant sling. I just wanted to give you a special heads up on that. You can see it's got extra leather sewn onto it, and a little bit shorter than the typical 9130 sling. So there you go, the M44. Nice view overall of it with that attached bayonet. Next is my M38. This one was dated 1943. See, very short, handy carbine length. No particular outstanding markings on this one. View of the receiver. It's in a true M38 stock. There's no bayonet cut out. Usually these were put in 1944 stocks when they were re-arsenaled. This one is in its original non-relieved stock for the bayonet for an M44. Okay. So that's 3 of the Russian firearms. Next I'll move on to the Finnish ones. Let me check my notes. I'll start with the M39. (1942). Receiver. VKT. If I can get coordinated enough to get it in the, rather the barrel is 1942. The receiver is a Westinghouse receiver. It's got a Seiko, or rather Sako, bolt on it. The cocking knob anyway. The receiver, I don't know if you'll be able to see the markings very clear on that. Typical Westinghouse was the E with an arrow. So from United States to Russia, from Russia to Finland in some manner, rebuilt many times. This is a post-war stock, as you can see by the splices. I do have a video on this gun, classic firearms purchase. Wear marks on the barrel from a blank firing adapter, which I have for the gun. One of the best shooters I have, needless to say. Okay, and the last one Another Finnish gun. .1932 Tikka barrel. Go ahead and show you that. Quick up and down on this gun. Notice it has the swivel hangers in it, in slotted swivel instead of rather the regular that you might see with a swivel hanger. One of the unusual variations on this gun. This one I also have the bayonet for, the M39. Of course I do not have a bayonet for tremendously expensive bayonets, even reproductions. I haven't become a millionaire since the last time I filmed this video, so I still don't have that bayonet. Show you the sights a little better, how they've been remarked with the original markings on the underside. Local auction find from a collection that I was buying quite a few guns from. Again, this one actually has a Remington cocking knob on it, and it does have a Westinghouse marked receiver. I'm not going to attempt to show you that though. It's buried under there quite a ways. It doesn't show up well, but it is another Westinghouse receiver. And of course, as I said, the Remington marked cocking knob. Interesting rifle. Have not shot this one, don't know how it shoots. It's not counterboard. So there it is, the Mosin Nagant collection. Give you a close-up some of the other markings on this one. This one's in exceptional condition. Stock look virtually unused, except for a couple of little, as you can see, ding marks like that one by my finger from storage. So we're running a little bit long here, but there we have it, a nice collection of Mosin Nagants. Hope you're enjoying these collections videos, and we'll get a few more up as time goes by. Thanks for watching.